Okay, so usually I don't like talk into the mic or whatever, but I'm gonna be talking into the mic and then I guess just transcribing that audio and then putting that into my diary. But it's currently 4:43 and I'm tired as hell, I'm not going to lie. Well, I guess I shouldn't say tired. I guess I just have low energy. I've been sleeping for a lot of days and that's been good, but it's been also terrible cuz I can't maintain a proper sleep schedule. And like a couple of days ago I tried to sleep at like 12 a.m. um and hopefully wake up at 8, and I ended up waking up 4 hours later. So I woke up at 4 a.m. and then I couldn't go back to sleep, and then but my sleep schedule has been terrible, and each time I try to fix it, it just keeps getting worse and worse. But I don't think I should say I'm tired more or so. I think I should say I'm just burnt out and kind of sad. I'm not necessarily saying this in a sad tone or anything, but life just feels like a lot of work, a lot of things to do, a lot of expectations, and it's all hard. And when you look at situations that's happening or things that's happening, I want to push myself. I want to keep working, but like as of like 2 days ago, I just feel all this pressure on me, and like I guess on my shoulders and on my back. And I guess speaking of that, like I don't have the greatest posture. I know it's memed on by my friends, saying I got the Chie posture from Persona, but no, actually though, my posture kind of sucks. My shoulders like hurt. My back always has some problems, and it's like, damn, bro, you're 19. You're about to be 20 in like a month, and you feeling like a old man. The fuck happening? Yeah. Obviously, those are because of bad habits and probably just being stressed. But it honestly does suck. Um, I've been trying to, I guess, pace myself more. I'm trying not to take everything too hard, but I am at least trying to accomplish something in a day. And that accomplishment does kind of leave me burnt out, especially when I'm pushing for things. Like after that 3 video stretch for at least Soulpolitan on my second channel, I was kind of just dead. Now I'm trying to do this Maskey video and or commission, and that was draining me. And I mean, it feels like it's killing me because like there were some issues with it, and there's not some issues, and trying to get progress in each day, and it kind of just sucks. I gotta shave to try to look good for this, I guess, drama exposed. Not really exposed. I don't want to call it exposed video, but this LCDN video. I gotta try to look good for that because I'm gonna be showing my face, and like I've been shaved. I haven't even like yeah, I've done the script for that video, but like I haven't even did much for that video. I can't post a video today because today's technically July 4th. So 4th of July, yay. Um, so family's gonna be doing some shit. So I'm probably gonna get invited out, and I'm not really gonna have a choice in the matter. So I can't really stay at home and work. Um, so yeah, I'll probably have to post that video later, but I don't want to wait an entire week. So I do want to post it at least this week. But Saturday, I don't know if I'm gonna have the video done, and Sunday, I don't. I don't know if I'm gonna have the video done either, so I don't know. It's a big issue, but I want to try to at least handle things more and or better. I've had some people ask me about Odorique, and I really do want to get that project done and get it finished. Some people have asked me about Neo Soul. I really want to continue that. I've been, you know, having like analysis for that shit done, seeing how people rate it, seeing how things rate it, seeing how good it is. And, well, a lot of people are like, it's good, it's whatever. And, taking the feedback is always good, and it's always important, because I still feel so shaky on what I'm trying to do with it moving forward. We're practically near the end game of it. I just want to have the Vital Festival tournament, and then we gonna have a little bit more chapters after that. But like then we're done, with Neo. So man, I really want to nail these things and get these right. And I really do want to ask my fans, what they want to contribute to it if they do. But it's also shaky, and there's so much to think about. But clearly there's a lot on my mind, whether it be relationships, financial. Which, speaking of financially, somebody has commissioned me for, well, not commissioned me yet, but they're planning on commissioning me, so that's gonna be cool. And because I've been struggling financially, I've been thinking, what if I because I play games occasionally, but like, what if I hop on League of Legends and then like, I'm in like the all chat and I'm telling people like, I'm the animator and my commissions are low, and you can like promoting myself in League of Legends chat or gaming chats. It's like, it's not really the most optimal, but like, it's something, and something is better than nothing. But I don't want to be annoying, but at the same time it's like, might as well. Maybe you get someone, maybe you get no one, you never know. But it's a effort that could at least entail something. uh Besides that, like I said, I have a lot on my mind, but I hope to get through it eventually, especially my work. Obviously, I feel burnt out now, but I don't really want to slow down either. Um, Even though my body is kind of forcing me to, or my feelings are forcing me to. Obviously, we're gonna pull back eventually, but for right now, I at least want to trudge through the mud, get through some of this, push through some of these expectations put on me and myself and some others. I want to rise up to that challenge, rise up to that occasion, and I do want to do good at the end of the day, and I do want to do well and somewhat be proud of myself by the end of this all. And it sucks, but that's going to be determined how hard I work and the results of my labor. Obviously, I got a cipher to do, like to do an AMV4 and a bunch of other stuff. But like I said, we'll get through it when we get through it. But yeah, this is already like 7 minutes and 40 seconds of me rambling, so I'm probably gonna stop here and we'll see how well this goes. But yeah, like I said, I'm just a bit tired, or I guess burnt out, exhausted. It could be all three. I don't know it anymore, but I just want to work my ass off, and I just want to finally achieve what I want to achieve. It's obviously going to be hard. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy, but I hope I can at least keep making progress every day, and eventually, one foot in front of the other. Eventually, you'll get through it, and in my personal opinion, I hope I can get through it sometime soon. But yeah, we'll see. And I guess I'm done with I guess my diary entry or my thoughts for right now. So yeah, maybe this sounds like a man that's depressed. Maybe it sounds like a man that's going through the mud. Maybe it sounds like a man that's persevering. Maybe it sounds like a man that's depressed. Maybe it sounds like a man who's giving up or going insane. You never know. But I just hope to give my best effort, because that's all I can do. But yeah, I guess peace. Alright, I'm deciding to do this off of just like me here talking. Yeah. Sorry if my camera looks a bit blurry. But yeah, no, like I was saying, just in my audio at least. I don't know, man. Life. I'm doing this because it obviously feels a lot better to just, I guess, talk now. At first, I was writing it down, and that would take long. But then some people struggle with reading. Some people just don't want to read. So it feels at least somewhat a lot more personal, I guess, to talk in front of like a camera. It's a lot easier for people as well, I guess, to listen to. But yeah, besides, I guess, just my work and things of that nature, you have, just other things like, am I eating right? Am I taking care of myself? Am I doing, I guess, some of the little things that matter, Even when it comes to exercise or stretching, am I eating right? Like, I don't, I don't eat much. I barely even eat like once a day. you know, Usually I skip breakfast. Sometimes because of when I wake up. Sometimes I skip lunch. Sometimes I eat lunch. Sometimes I skip dinner. Sometimes I skip lunch and I only eat dinner. But my eating habits aren't the best, so that could obviously may like lead to low energy and some depressive, burnt out states. Obviously, I'm not really like exercising. I'm in my room most of the time, so like it's not like I'm working out or getting the blood pumping. I'm barely even stretching. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm kind of just glued to this chair, and like I stated earlier, my posture kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? Bad posture, treating yourself badly, or thinking badly about oneself. It's obviously never gonna go good. When it comes to, I guess, at least my, I guess, personal life, on just like with friendships and stuff. Obviously, they've been stressful. You have my friends; they've been stressful too. I've been carrying a lot of other people's stress as well as my own. Like I said, I've been living up to a lot of expectations, which obviously is going to suck. These things are never going to be good, and I don't expect them to be good. Um, but it's kind of just life. When it comes to just like relationships and stuff, like I'm still lonely. Yay! I mean, it's not really a yay, obviously. Um, just like being personal and stuff, I guess. And the worst thing about, I guess, talking on video instead of writing my thoughts out is like, sure, I write my thoughts out kind of like how I'm thinking, but I can always go back and refine what I'm saying or thinking, just in case I'm writing the wrong thing that doesn't make sense. So when it comes to speaking, I could say something and not mean it exactly, and I just have to hope it is interpreted in the way I would want it to mean. But like when it comes to relationships, man, it's like I'm lonely and that shit sucks, obviously. Like I don't want to be lonely. Obviously, you don't want to push for a relationship and like and be bad, especially with how I view like relationships and stuff like that. Like, it it's gonna make me sound like such a like loser. But like, I think of like relationships kind of in like the whole like, I guess, sweet cutesy way of just like, like I want to be. It's so embarrassing to say, especially on video now. Fuck. Like I almost want to like turn away, like ugh, like you can't see me, like fuck. But like, it's like, I don't know. I view it as definitely something special where I would want to be with somebody for, I guess, the rest of my life. And obviously nothing's like a fairy tale, and obviously I've had many relationships, and they weren't the one. But it's like still trying to get back into the relationships and or dating, and it's just, it's very hard. It's very hard. Like, I mean, I've obviously, like, not even obviously, like, I don't really be on dating sites or apps, but like, what I'm saying? Like, I'm on dating apps now. It's like never got hit back, shit lonely. Like, what I'm saying? And obviously it could be how I look, how I present myself. It could be a bunch of other things, but it's like dating apps, obviously they're not going well. Haven't even got like a talk back. um, Talking to people in real life, I guess, hasn't went well, nor am I doing it often because I'm so busy working. When it comes to like talking to, I guess, to people online, I don't go outside of my friend group, but like, last online relationship I had was terrible. And I mean, I don't want to say all online relationships are terrible because I've had, my fair share of bad online relationships, but it's just something that I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for again. Like, obviously I'm an adult now and I have the tools to go out and meet said person way sooner than I could meet the girl I was dating in the past. But it's very scary. I don't know. But it's not like I can meet them because I don't go out of my space to meet a girl of that nature. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to life, I'm already talking for 6 minutes. This shit's terrible. But when it comes to those things, it's just there's a lot that goes on in my mind. Romantically, financially. Like I said, I don't want to make it ever seem like I'm doing things for money, but like, you know, like I kind of need the money, but I'm not doing. I never started or did anything like I do now, whether it be animation, writing, music, videos. I never did any of this shit for money, but like, I'm an adult now, and I kind of need the money by being an adult. But like, I don't want to ask or push people to give me money. Like, yo, get like, I don't want to do that. So, but it's always stressful. It's always stressful. But I guess just in general, I guess my life just sucks. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm the worst. Obviously, there are going to be people out there that are like, there are kids out here dying. There are people out here getting bombed and blown up. People are in wars. And I get it, right? Like, why should I feel bad? My life isn't shit. But I also just hate that example. So many people are like, man, there's starving people out there. There's people that got to live dollar to dollar, cent to cent. And I'm saying, like, they don't know if they're going to die tomorrow. They don't know, like, and I get that, but like, then, who says that kid don't matter? Like, well, yeah, you live cent to cent. Well, guess what? This person got a bounty on their head. And you go up to the person with the bounty on their head. You got a bounty on your head? Well, guess what? Some people are in war in the trenches right now, fighting for their life. There's somebody getting shot right now that's trying to duck and weave. There's somebody that just seen their homie dome get taken off. You know what I'm saying? You go to the person in war is like, man, my life is bad. And you could be like, well, one of your homies bleeding out, your life ain't bad. They bleeding out. At least you intact, there's always going to be something more. And I hate the mindset of like diminishing your own feelings because somebody else is struggling more than you. Somebody's always going to struggle more than you, but that doesn't invalidate your feelings or how you approach things. And people try to have that mindset. And for me, I always hate it because it's like, I get it. Other people are struggling probably more than me, but what I'm saying, their situation is different from mine and my situation is different from theirs. Those two things shouldn't be comparable, and it's not a competition. These are my feelings. Let me have my feelings. Those are their feelings. Let them have their feelings. But maybe it's a pussy way of thinking. You never know. But I don't know. It's a lot that goes on in I guess this brain of mine that isn't really good or safe to talk about. Speaking of not good or safe to talk about, not safe for work, I guess warning and things of that nature. But like, I guess just my addiction, and I'm only going to label it that. But like my addiction or whatever, it's never really good. I've been struggling to, I guess, control it. And that sucks. I mean, it's nothing like crazy, obviously, but like, if you struggle to control it, or you I guess lean into it, but it sucks. It's been getting, I guess, worse over these couple of days, and it's probably because I've been, I guess, stressed and whatever. Also, I guess a fine way to pass time, but just like, it's never good. It's never healthy. I would never pat myself on the back for it. I would never. Obviously, I guess I have some. Not even I have, but obviously I have shame in it. I don't enjoy it. It's not something I'm like celebrating with the boys. Let's go, like, But yeah, it's pretty despicable, I guess, but. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna be busy though, with just a lot of life and things, and however things are looking up. I hope I could at least focus on these videos, like these Ruby videos, this music. I hope I can focus on yeah, just these videos and this music, honestly. I want my writing and stuff to obviously do good as well. You know, I still want to get hired by Rooster Teeth. I still want to do Odoric. I still want to do Neo Soul. I still want to do Faded Colors. I still want to do this Yellow Blade animation. I still want to, you know, I've had Big Yordle Gang 2 in the back for months now, yeah. And I still want to get that done. I got so much to do. And, you know, I'm only one man. And I try to pace myself and remember, you know, you don't got to finish all of this at once. You don't even got to finish one thing in a day. But, you know, I at least want to finish one thing in a day, because, like, if I finish one thing in a day, that's so much off of my chest. But, like, I finish one thing in a day, I'm so burnt out after that. So it's like, it's all about pacing yourself. But even then, it's like, if I do just a little bit of work and I'm burnt out, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's really weird, because I don't want to do a little. I don't want, like, I don't want to like, I don't want to do a project that I perceive as small in my heart, that I perceive as small, even if it's not. I don't want to do a project like that. Get like 5-10%, pull out and be like, I need a break, and then continue like the next day and get 10%, and the next day, because, like, you may call it efficient, but I don't call it efficient if, like, if it's gonna take me 10 days to finish this one thing. If I'm doing 10% each day, and then I got a 10% each day, the next one and the next one and the next one, and yeah, sure, I'm sparing my mental health, but, like, at one point I'm not working hard. Like, that is, like, that feels inefficient. Like, even in the long run, it may feel inefficient. I mean, obviously, if I get into a very bad depressive slump, it's not worth it, but I think if I can hang on the edge at least, and be on that edge and not cross that edge, but fiddle around with it, pause. I think I could be fine. That's kind of just how I'm looking at it, I guess. But yeah, man, life is obviously really weird. It's really hard. There's no really instruction guide for this shit. And I hope, obviously, people can do better than me, and you know, be happier than me, because I wouldn't call myself happy. I wouldn't call myself, like, loving either. Like, I wouldn't call myself, like, I hate life either. But I wouldn't say I'm happy at the way I am now. But is it all because of my work? No, obviously there's other factors in it, but I guess work is one of those factors. But I wouldn't call it my biggest factor, but it does stress me out. But work only stresses me out because I can't live my life working 24/7. I have other things to do, but if I had nothing else to do, I would probably only be focusing on my work. But, you know, like I said, I can't only stress out about that. There's so many other things, but I don't want to go on a loop. It's already 14 minutes. Plus, I think they added like 8-9 minutes of the audio. So there's already like 20 minutes of me rambling, and, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, I don't think people are going to, like, listen to this or shit like that. If they will, then they will, and that's cool. But if they don't, then they don't. But I may promote this on my Soul Arts channel just one time, for the one time. But besides that, I'm probably not anymore. But yeah, sorry I look so fucking ugly. But it's 5:25. I truly don't know what else to do right now, so I'm probably gonna shower. I don't know if I want to eat anything. I didn't really eat anything besides, like, cereal, and I ate cereal at like 12, and, like, it's all we really have to eat. Not gonna lie, like, we're kind of broke. We're kind of broke. So I could make me another bowl of cereal. I could, you know, eat some air sandwiches, and, you know, very, very delicious. I may just shower, probably try to shave, and I guess we'll see what happens. If I have energy and I can't shut my brain off, I'll probably just stay up doing some random bullshit. And if I can actually sleep, I hope I could take a mini nap to then get some work done, maybe get a part of the LCDN video done, because I know I'm probably not going to hang out with my brothers for 4th of July until, like, later on today. So I at least want to at least get some progress for that done midday or early, like early, I guess, in my time, because it's already early. It's 5:26, but I at least want to get some progress done with that at like 1 or something when the sun's out, because I want to use some natural lighting instead of this bullshit that turns off constantly. But yeah, that's probably it. That's probably all I have to say. Obviously, I would have to fix this camera, because the other camera, my regular standard camera, very pixelated, but this camera, like, it looks like I'm a little blurry-ish. It looks like I got fucking like pasteurization on. I think that's what it's called, poisterize or whatever. But yeah, it's already 16:32 when the recording, so I guess I'm done. And yeah, I guess just sorry for the long rants, but this is my diary. I'll probably handle diary entries like this from now on, maybe. And I guess, yeah, well, probably not, because it's hard to record in the moment sometimes when I'm sad and or mad. So sometimes it may be better to write, sometimes it may be better to do this, but I'll probably switch it up occasionally. But yeah, that'll probably be it. I was gonna have this in a transcript version, but I'll probably just have an audio version. Oh shit, I forgot, I gotta check out that guy's video too. I know he messaged me like a couple days ago telling me like, check out my Bumblebee video and how do you feel about it, and then I just never did because I been busy and la-di-da-di-da. I was supposed to check it out, but like I don't even know if I want to check it out, but it would be common respect and courtesy to check it out, so I don't know. But yeah, life sucks. Anyways, I'm done complaining now, just whatever, before I keep going in rambles. Yeah, so peace.